so I've been asked by a couple people on how I make Counter-Strike cinematics, so I told them I'd make a video and show how I do it. So I'll walk you through all the steps all the way from downloading the program all the way to showing the commands in Counter-Strike. So let's get after it. So first you want to open up your browser, type in HLAE 2. You want to click on this first link. It's going to show you all this. It'll give you a warning. It's technically a hack. I'll show you some stuff to put in to the program so that way it always launches in secure mode. You'll click on download. Download current release. You'll click this first one. Click this one, so you want to download the setup. Once you do that, you'll get a setup. I've already done it, so I won't show it, but we'll do look like that. Once you do it, you'll launch into this, bring you up to this. So everything's going to be down in the description, what I'm about to show you. So you'll go to Tools, Developer, Custom Loader. That brings you to this. So there's a couple things in here you'll want to change. Like I said, I'll put all this stuff here into the description. First thing you want to do is you want to set your program path. So you'll click Browse. So you'll go to Program File, x86, go to Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You'll click Game, CSGO, no, not CSGO. You'll click bin, Win64, and in here there will be a file. You'll click on it, and it'll be your CS2.exe. So after that, you'll want to come down here. Like I said, I'll have this into the command line in the description, so you won't really have to do anything. But the only thing you'll really have to change, depending on the monitor you have, is your width and height. So mine's a 1440p monitor. Next, there'll be some stuff down here. If I'm not wrong, whenever you do download this, this will already be in here, so you won't have too much to worry about. Now next you want to hook. You want to set the DLL. So you'll hit browse. And which one is it? Hook.source. So I can't remember exactly. Ah, here we go. You'll just click x64 and it'll be this first DLL that you click. You'll just click on it, then hit open. I already put it in here. So now you're finished with this. There's a couple different things you can do. If you have a demo file already pre-downloaded, which there's different ways you can download demo files. You can go to your Steam, then you'll go to, you'll go to your profile, you'll click Games, and then you'll have Counter-Strike, click View Game Stats, and then click Personal Game Data. Then you can click through here and it'll show like your matches, competitive matches, ranked competitive matches, and then there will be a download replay button. You'll download that and it'll drop it into the CS files. But after that, you will have the loader up and ready. You'll hit OK. Now we're making some progress. Okay, so once you're into the game, you will click on the little TV up here, watch matches and tournaments. Click on your downloaded, and all your downloaded files will be right here. So for instance, client that I did the other day, go ahead and click watch. And now you're in the demo. So let's just find a good point. We'll go here from, so what you want to do is you want to hit space. So now you want to click space. That'll bring you into the free cam. Let's go back to, so this puts you in the free cam. Move around, look around, do all the fun stuff. You hit G, it'll enable the cursor, so you'll be able to click through, find everything you want. If you hit G again, now you get this camera. So we'll play it, get like a good point of view. So a couple things you'll need to know is some commands. So in order to get rid of the HUD, you'll type in CL underscore draw HUD false. That gets rid of your HUD. If you got stuff like this right here, or the stuff down here in the bottom right, you'll have to go into your settings and change that. I just leave it on because you can put some black bars in and it'll cover all this stuff. So now what you want to do is you want to type in your first HLAE command. So it's going to be merv underscore input space camera. Not in all caps though. So now if you've done everything correctly, installed everything correctly, you should be able to do some funky stuff with the camera. Okay, so you have the command entered. You can move the camera around every which way. So there's a couple different keys you need to know. If you hit F, it'll bring the camera down. Obviously, ASD, W. Will move the camera back and forth. F moves it down. R moves it up. Or you can just move your mouse around. So you can turn the camera with the arrow keys to get more like precise shots if you wanted. So we'll just make one quick cinematic to show you guys like all the commands and stuff. So another thing you need to know. If you put it into quarter scale, which is what I record all my cinematics in, and you go back and you type in your input camera, your camera will now move super slow. I prefer this so that way you can get all the shots. But so to start laying down your cam path and your camera points, you want to type in merv underscore cam path add. This is where your first point is. So now don't move the camera, don't look around, just hit play. If you guys don't have it bound, I'll post a keybind that you enter into the command console that'll allow you to bond like a certain play key. So we'll hit play, let it move around for a little bit. Now what you want to do is you want to move the camera a little bit forward. Then you'll open back up your command console, hit add. If you hit up on the arrow key like that, it'll bring up your most recent command prompt. So now, done that, hit play again. Typically I wouldn't, in a normal one, I wouldn't get them shooting, but for the sake of the video. So we played it, move it a little bit more. Also, if you don't want it, say you want a little bit of more movement in there, if you hit X, it'll tilt the camera to the right. If you hit Z, it'll tilt the camera to the left. So for this one, we'll kind of give it a little bit of tilt. And we'll add it. We'll hit play again. Move forward. a little bit. We'll hit add again, play it again, and we'll end it here. Maybe I add one more time. So you have all your keyframes added or your camera paths. In order to get it to work, you have to add at least 4. If you don't add it, it'll tell you you won't have enough and you'll have to add another one. So in order to enable it, you want to type in merv underscore cam path. Oh, enable 1. So now camera path is enabled. All you got to do now, get out of the command prompt, hit escape, and then back it up just a little bit. We can kind of skip around a little bit. Now we'll hit play. Give it a second, let it come up to it. So you have successfully made your first cinematic. Now say you didn't like it, you wanted to redo it. What you would do is you would type in merv underscore cam path clear. What that does is that clears all the most recent camera points. So now, say you wanted to get some of something dying, like this guy right here, for instance. So we'll back it up a little bit. Let it play real quick. So. All right. So you want to type in again, merv underscore input camera. Then we'll go ahead and hit merv underscore cam path add. So death cinematics are really weird. They're kind of hard to get used to. Whenever you, even after you paused it, after he shot, the body will still fall. The way I have figured out how to get around this is by just watching kind of like how the gun is in the air and the blood splatter. So for instance, we'll go ahead and type in, we added our first one, hit play. We'll go ahead and move the camera. Maybe add a little bit of tilt to it. Hit add again. See, even though I've paused it, the body still falls. It has something to do along the lines with like the new source engine. I don't know if they've really figured out how to get the bodies to stop whenever after you've paused. It even does it in like the normal demos without the program. So what I'll do is we'll move it towards the body now. Add another cam path. Hit play. See, watch the gun. See how the gun's still in the air, but the body's laying down? That's what you want. Hit add. Play it again. Give it a little bit more. Then we'll come down on the body. Maybe add a little bit more camera tilt. And then I add. So again, you'll hit, got all your cameras laid out. Now you'll hit merv underscore cam path. Enable 1. Perfect. Now hit escape. We'll go out a little bit. Hit the play button.
Grenade out.
So there's how you do a death cinematic. Like I said, just kind of follow the gun staying in the air and the blood splatter, because the gun and the blood splatter will stay. and will slowly disappear as the camera moves on. Alright, so now you're like, okay, I got those two. I got a good cinematic of the player and a good death cinematic. Say you want like a map cinematic to fill up some space. What you could do is you could find a certain spot on the map that nobody's at. We'll go over here to like B site. See, nobody's like really over here. Everybody's done rotated. What you could do is leave it how it is. Go ahead and go to merv underscore input camera, add that. Make sure you also type in merv underscore cam path clear. So that way we're not playing the other cinematics as well. Now what you want to do, go ahead and again merv underscore cam path, add. Map cinematics can be pretty fun. You can kind of stretch them out or you can make them quick. I highly suggest adding some rotation going one way, and then say you turn the camera, make sure whatever way you're turning the camera is the way you want to tilt the camera. So we'll go ahead and hit play, let it play for a second, hit pause. So now we'll start tilting the camera around, come around this corner, maybe do something like that. Then we'll hit add, play again. Move the camera. Kind of maybe a little bit more tilt. Play. Then we'll move the camera again. Maybe bring it around the corner, show the B. And hit add. So now, just for the sake of the video, we won't do anything too crazy. We'll do merv underscore cam path enable 1. So now that we have that, we'll hit escape. G, just in case your mouse isn't pulling up. Bring it back. And now hit play. We got some clipping there. That'll happen sometimes if you make too much of a movement with the camera instead of just doing small tilts. So just be wary about that. You'll get clipping through the wall and stuff. But now, you're done. Also, quick thing. If you want to record your cinematics, there is a stream option, so you can type in merv underscore, I believe it's streams. Yeah. Then you'll add like a name like LOL. And then whenever it plays a cinematic after that, it'll record that and put it in I believe it's in the HLAE 2 folder in the files. I use OBS. So you might be like, oh, Glock, what about this? This will be up in the cinematic. If you hit Shift F2, that'll get rid of that. Move your mouse off the screen, and there you go. Just let it play. So that is the basics. Now we'll exit here, and maybe, but yeah, that's the basics of HLAE 2. So if you guys have any questions or need any help with anything, I'll leave my Discord in the description. I'll leave all the keybinds, all the commands, the basic commands, because there's a lot you can do with the software besides just what I showed you guys. I'll also leave links to the software and OBS just in case you guys wanted to use OBS to record with, and links to my Discord. If anybody needs any help, please feel free to reach out. I'll probably, if this video does pretty good, I'll probably make another tutorial on how to use Source 2 Filmmaker, which is another way to make cinematics. You can do some really cool stuff with that, like changing player model animations and stuff. So, but yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Look forward to seeing you all in the next one.